Hi, in this guide I will introduce the package tools that can help you with synchronizing a release downstream. I will show you how to set up Packit, which are the steps for synchronizing the release downstream, which are the main difference between these Packit tools, and how you can complete your Fedora workflow automation. Let's start with setting up a Packit. Packit is both a service and a command line tool. You need to install Packit in your GitHub namespace if you want to use the proposed downstream job. Instead, if your upstream forge is a GitLab instance, then you need to configure the webhooks. Packit service reacts to events happening in a repo branch with a Packit YAML file. You can also install the Packit command line. For using Packit from the command line, you have to create the user configuration file with all the services tokens. You have also to create the Packit configuration file, if it doesn't exist yet, in the clone of the repo where you want to work. Now we will see the steps for synchronizing a release. In the upstream, someone, not necessarily a maintainer, has to release the code. Later, Packit will create a downstream pull request. The maintainer, if satisfied, can merge it. There are two different jobs, propose downstream and pull from upstream, that can make Packit service create a downstream pull request as a consequence of an upstream release. Here again, you can see the creation of an upstream release that will trigger Packit service. But you can also use the new release code manually without any automation from the Packit command line. Both the service and the command line will create the same downstream pull request. Now we will compare these tools. If you have access to the upstream and you also want a complete continuous integration experience, then go with the proposed downstream job. Probably you already have, or maybe you want, Copper builds, tests, and upstream Koji builds that can only be configured in the upstream. Otherwise, we suggest you to choose the pull from upstream job that can be configured from the downstream. You can also choose if you want to use the service or the command line. We suggest you to use the command line for debugging the Packit configuration the first time, and then go with the service automation. Between these different solutions doesn't change only where we take the Packit configuration file, but also how do we resolve the version and where we take the spec file. Together with the downstream synchronization, you can have also other related automations. Or, if you want, you can have them without downstream synchronization. When the Packit proposed downstream pull request is merged, the service can run a Koji build. But the service can also run a Koji build for another outer pull request merge. Once the Koji build is finished, the service can run a body update.